dawoda banko kanje anin banko e bandala yo lafta wati ndinne tala dorong nin mbadi mul yakacha fanna la men tata president e simfal menta ka na banko la kiti bon nyaton ko ka fo me chief justice wala dinkira la sabatula dinkira me yalon ko man sakundala ya diyala president o ay kaytolu dabar a laftole suña la gambian kolu bulu yo lafta kumo folola dame wala mu chief justice wala kiti bumul bela nyaton ko wala palace wana hala makamo gambia constitutional yo sabatinde ko gambia la democracy anyanta chief justice sotlal membe marla kiti ko wol bela wo gambia man sakunda kilimo wala natana dinkira tombon fajara bakaw fanka so bala iko chief justice la sabatidula nyanta tarala woloto akamunda man sakunda ka dinkira ko tamul soto nyamen ka bo president fangola bungu kono state house kiti bungu kono quadrangle commandant ni governor melbe tundol to fana wala bela taradulalu comme man sakunda dinkira ni chief justice fanan na sabatidula wo abo alhalolat bar president ye menke kullo nin tapala ya kono anala minister jenkeremulu ye kaytolu dabar iko wo dinkra me ya ngo gambia man sakundale ya di chief justice la kay ko etabe tar la sabat la janne ning ayatara itelamu gambia be la kiti bungu nyaton kote ita fanan na sabatidula be tar la janne man sakundale be je dilela man sakundale be jo lole wotuta chief justice bul sanji jama o manke Adama Barrow jamano de manke Yaya Jammeh jamano de Kabirin Jawara jamano lam par president o menke wala mo kala minister yamari ye kaytolu dabar ka foko ate president si o dinkira tanole ayake afansun kordati mume yalon ko kordale babulle afansun kordalu mel yalon ka yoti sotole already ada be sabatrin damen fanan state house gambian kolle la korda mu jeti kay ko si sabatno je ni mo president yo chief justice fanan na sabatidula asi sabatino je le ning atra tele mu chief justice ba na mangi chief justice men saita no wala nyanda sabatila je woto mu manza kunda kordalati manza kunda kordate dino la mo kun kilin la yake kun kilin kordati yo so lafta wala to senen la mo be salon amanke ko komen kenole mu abe kombo karadola e ko gambia dingo be dawoda ni sisa feroke nzadila wo manke wote de wo kenol fana muy fansun kenol de bari nyimmu manza kunda dingiraldi ni mo ba fala fa manza kunda officeolam kadum makamo be membul wala si sabati noje ni makamo tabula be bola jele men sayda no do way sabati je yo ko membe wal haloto mote o dingira tanola kamunda do ko birkama commandant wala abe damen mbadi la commandant membe jela yake bojan kundadi waranga yake sane kundadi ay je nana tara mankre commandant yala sita sije anala dimbayalu ana dingula na mamari ngol president la foto lekela sunya role mu tapale yala mu adum fa pareta hadu molam ni wote gambia dingulu anin gambia manza kundani gambia la loi ko ifana membe mari la kiti bon la nyande sabat la nyen dulaldu ete binano la nyaadile ye kaytodo dabar yafo ko ete bo busi la gambia dingulu bulle yewo ke fansuntati yake Barrow kundade nyin kamma ni manke president oti istara sirin chief justice lawo dinkirato je adun gambian ko la chief justice wote dula sodla be sabat la dame o manke silati luwati nyalo mo adun be nyanda fula Adama Barrow welo ko ite gambian ko la mansakunda dinkira busi lebulu ita tapale ya lebulu ita fono lay ba fereto yolandi lebulle wota kala so mbe mo be danila alinga audio like alinga safero like alinga ngafon na député wuli ko yafo Adama Barrow ko abe men silate ay manza kundala dinkira sayndama chief justice la dinkira chief justice la nyanta sabat la woto amanke chief justice kilinja manke chief justice flati mo ning ala yo makamo karafe may la makamo be karafa la wati men woto mo le nyanta tadla sabat la dinkirato ningam fandu Adama Barrow bulu alafta sunya lambulle alafta busi lambulle kake Barrow kundadi ndekon kana so wala kadu ning son dawala muna ba balla ko to fambe siri state house men da yafo ko bidum be jam fanan be nyin kayto fanan falindale ngaken tati mote ndel manke adama baro la jongolti ñi manka la kene kunkoti gambia alale gambia di gambia dingol la yamoy gambia dingol la dinkiralu meliyalon ko mansa kunda dinkiralu mo womo foyta lom président to bang foyta mo président la ministre de bang fo momo moyti itina no la yafo ko mansa kunda la dinkira ibe kaytolu tapale yala le yo falin yo ke te fansun dinkirati hadumo kamma anin tapale ya so nte ko aɗa ganna balamba yitandi wala nga faya ate kela aɗum nataraɓe symbole taman la commen bitilola atele mo mansa kewti ñanta ñin kenendimala senendilamala ko hana tara yewo ke aɗo ama ñannawo kela ñiyewo ke fanan gambia ɗumle ɓe wullale yena ye ñin mbuusi bulu na wato siita katu itate ama ñanna kele itati bankole tamu anin bankole mansa kunda moolu kanale ɗo koke mansa kunda ye boje yete fansun suwolu kono munatina te o kela na lafta kordala na boda président yala ay saya fangola korda kono kombo wara ay say manka man kundan wara korda ɗo sanga fayye barina membe maral na kiidi bungle kaf men na chief justice constitutional le yola makamo diala wala fanan ko ite fanan nyanda tardin kila sodla jele alin kana song adama baro ya sunya mol bulu ayafa ba sisla banko mol bulu ayafa ba tapale yala al kanala minister kuntan danku mele binale be siso konkonna ibe kuta la ibe futi la bafula ha president fanan mo banku dingole de nyandala nga nyindiala abe tapale ya abe ni loi manta abe faniya ya moy faniya mo ko nyinyandino tapale ya mo ko nyinyandino nimman balang fongam fandu adama baro bulu asinna fengol be tapale yam bulu adu ba tinna o betel lantel fongol le nasoti be mo be danila ka tonya fasa ka fae ko manza kunda dinkira etete manza kunda dinkira tano la yake fansun suwoti atakela bi atakela sinin adu ning ayatare ba force to kelale lumbe sila katun isaita men noto iman koku karan wala tamandir bulon woy suñaron nin tapale yal melke ete lafta men kala wala be siyala wote katu yaya jamme nala ko be nene ma moy ko man sakundala dinkira ayo kayto le tapale ya ka falin ka ka defansun dinkira mo ngala ko ay suñare balake ay nafulo kasarale mo kurongla mo bara nene mo kuriya sifake alin kana so ñi yena ay ñin kuriya sifake je kotek adon ay bon men taraje même chief justice la dinkiradi hanata block kilinna ma atala ya te ñin kamma ka keno ñimbe clair ka fan sum bung loje man sakunda ñanta charge lale ay man sakunda la baga so tinya men kadum itita no la ye kordate kordame yalan ko itetate alo tabiri kamala ko moli kayto bondi chief justice to be safari member ko ñon kuma tinyari mo be kere ata be state house men doje fo liso le bate bul me yalan ko e ko president la to be safari abalaje o manke kuma kendete o manke ko me yalan ko nyaaton ko nyanda fola ata nyanda men fola ya fo ganko moli ko ngali bolo say nyin ketam bulle bari manyen na kala atelle tamal la dingirati nga sayndi ala kamma adu ngati nyaaro men ke je mbabe jol wala mo nyaaton kayadi wala mo alama silangoti wala fonnam mo ka luwa bunya bari na mo kada tokela bayri hadu mole ba atela ko be kono alin kana song ayem fangol la fengo busin alin allo nga kele wala ka fay ko nyinte tati nyi munte lela chief justice tati ibulota mala sinin ning tara ilafta mukile fangol tapale ya kan sainteng ye kayto dabar wota nyin kele tati de asime nyaawnya ibe bola nyim place oto la dunni bota je mol binala le ba busile bul kotek adu ibe almani jawol la le kan kadni tapale ya yola keje yeman sakunda la baga sotinya lafto wala folari bi mbal kondon mbali nimbaral. Assalamu alaikum, my fellow Gambians. I want to take a moment to address an issue I believe should be of great concern to every single one of us. And that has to do with the attempt by the President of the Republic, Adama Barrow, to appropriate the official residence of the Chief Justice of the Gambia and take control of the property and assume it as personal possession. Now let's establish two things to begin with. The Chief Justice of the Gambia is a constitutionally prescribed position. His responsibilities, his powers, and his role in our democracy is specifically enumerated in our Constitution. Now, his residence is public property. His residence is not the personal property of whoever the Chief Justice is at any given time. His residence, just like the State House, just like the governor's residence, just like the quadrangle, just like any government allocated real estate, belongs to the Gambian state and to the Gambian people. The president has no right, under any circumstances, to appropriate that land. What he is attempting to do is manifestly corrupt, it is illegal, and it must not stand. I want to urge every citizen to make this simple demand. To tell the president, the Chief Justice is a constitutional office holder. His residence is Gambia government property. You have no right to appropriate that land under any guise. Nobody and no provision of law can allocate that land to you. What you are doing is manifestly corrupt. It is driven by greed, and it must not stand. Now, to then challenge the country and everybody else to say, let them prove to you that the Chief Justice has title to this land. I think that is a very shameful statement from a head of state. You know that the Chief Justice is a constitutional office holder just like you are. The residence that the Gambian state allocates to him does not belong to him. And then there is no title that says that this is a leased property to the Chief Justice. Gambia government property is just Gambia government property. That is already asserted in law. You cannot then demand for people to provide proof that has no basis in law. This is not your property, and then we, the citizens, we will not allow you to appropriate it, we will not allow you to steal it, and then we will not allow you to falsify documentation and give it a legal imprimatur when it is an illegal transaction. You must return this land to the Gambian people. And then if you demolish an existing structure there, you must be held liable for destroying Gambia government property. We are not a banana republic. We are not an antebellum southern plantation where we have a lord who owns our land, who can get it whichever way he wants, he can get it. Even under the normal land allocation procedures of the Gambia as provided for under the law, you are not entitled to get government allocated land because you already possess land. You are not qualified under the law for ordinary land allocation. You are certainly not qualified to seize, to steal, to attempt to in a falsified manner allocate land that is already designated government property. This is illegal. This is an insult to the Gambian people. And then this is, you have brought disrepute to the high office that the Gambian people entrusted you with. We are not going to lay down law and let you steal our property and let you seize our property and let you make a mockery of our laws and let you ridicule and the provisions of the law that says the Chief Justice of the Gambia is entitled to residence in Fajara. You will not take this residence. You may try to believe that because you are the president today, you can claim this residence, but you have to be rest assured that you will be pursued to the ends of the earth to make sure that this land returns back to its rightful owners. You ask, who owns the title? It is everybody who is a resident from Kungotobara all the way to Sametenda, from Fatodo all the way to Karom. Those are the people who own that resident in the name of their country, the country that you didn't give them. It is Allah who has given Gambia to Gambians. You cannot take what does not belong to you. We demand you stop this illegality. We demand you pay for structures that you've damaged over there. If you falsify documents, if you send your ministers to go and pout and pound their chest that you are entitled to what is not yours, I am here to tell you as one ordinary citizen that this will not stand. You will not take this property from the Gambian people and make it your home. What kind of greed is this? What kind of lawlessness is this? What kind of disrespect is this to the Gambian people? You have homes. However you got your previous homes is your business. But we are not going to sit down and then have you appropriate what is government property and then simply just call it yours. Just because you call it yours doesn't make it yours. Just because you're equally corrupt and discredited minister is pounding his chest that you can have this doesn't mean that you can have it. You cannot have this land. You will not have this land. We demand that you return this land. We demand full restitution for the destruction you have done. Even if you have found one block there, you had no authority to touch that block and to remove it. Why must we sit down and watch you violate our constitution? Why must we sit down and see you seize the official residence? The Chief Justice did not give himself that residence. It is the Gambian state that said, this is the residence of the Chief Justice. Just as they built a courthouse, they said, this is your office from which to discharge your duties on our behalf. You stand in public and then you say, you demand that a lease be produced with the name of the Chief Justice on it. Do you even know the laws for which you have sworn to uphold? Do you respect the laws? Do you respect the people who constructed that laws? Do you respect the Gambian people? You may not, but we have not lost our respect for ourselves. We demand that our laws be respected. We are not going to allow you to steal our property, to appropriate it, and then to make it your own. If you want 1 million homes, you will have to find another way to get it. But it is not going to be at the expense of our established laws. You may try to get away with it for now. The position you occupy is a transient one. You will be out of there. You have not learned any lessons from your predecessor. In some respects, you are worse than your predecessor in your insatiable greed, in wanting everything for yourself and nothing for the people that you have sworn to serve. Why should we let you take the residence of our Chief Justice? Why? You will and you must return this property unconditionally, and you must pay for any demolition that you have done over there. Either you do it now, you will do it at some subsequent date, inshallah.